Welcome to Real Talk Kingdom Ministries. I am your host, Apostle Dr. Shirley Beckwith Mangum. Listen, I want to give a shout out to all of my partners on Facebook. You know what I'm talking about. Hashtag Real Talk. I thank God for you. I thank God for all of your comments, your inspirationals, and everything. Thank you for following me. And I want to thank God for each and every one of you, wherever you may be at in your geographical location. All of you globally, I thank God for you. Listen, I've been getting inboxes from you telling me how much you have been enjoying the Now Network. Thank you for tuning in every Wednesday to be with us and to be with our special guests that we have each Wednesday. We cannot do it without you. And listen, you're not going to regret it today because I have another wonderful guest that's going to be here, not going to be here, but is here with us on today. And you're going to be hearing her story because she's going to be sharing with us. And I'm excited about this woman of God that's with us here on the broadcast. So I want you to get ready, call your friends, let them know that Real Talk Kingdom Ministry is on. And I know you're going to be blessed and they're going to be blessed. All right. We have Prophetess Joyce Kawana Adams with us on today. Welcome, woman of God. Thank you for being on this platform of Real Talk Kingdom Ministries.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's such an honor just to be in your presence, just to be in the atmosphere where you are. I'm just so grateful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Praise God. You know, I just been going over your bio. Oh my God. Woman of God, let me tell you something. It was so intense when I was reading it. I said, oh my God, look where God has brought this woman from. I am very impressed. I am very impressed. Yes. And I'm just excited also because you're an overcomer. First of all, you're an overcomer.
Overcomer.
Yes, yes. Now, woman of God, I see that you are an author and that you're the founder of Joy, Uniqueness, Empowerment in Industries. Talk to us about that. What is that?
So I'm an author of my first book, and it's called Out of My Pain, The Birth of Joy Uniqueness, which was launched in November of last year. And so the book was pretty much about my testimony of what God has taken me through. He had me put a period towards the end because he said, no, there's more to this journey.
Okay.
And so Joy Empowerment Industries, that is a ministry. There's businesses that's being birthed through this industry. It's going to be a community, and God is doing something major because at first I just thought it was a coaching business, but God says, no, what I'm doing for you is going to be like a big old umbrella and so many pieces, so many stores and different things that I'm birthing through you is going to be a part of that industry. Because I was like, God, you sure industry? He said, yes, industry. Because number one, you're not like no other. And so joy, many people think is part of my name, but no, it's actually Jesus over you. Uniqueness, because what he's birthing through his people, he's bringing out that uniqueness that is within them. And so, yes, I'm excited. So this is all new. And the launching will be coming soon. He's just having me to build. So I'm excited about this.
Okay. You know, I like that uniqueness, woman of God, because all of us are unique.
Yes.
In the eyes of God.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I tell young ministers that's coming up in ministry to be your own unique self that God has designed you to be.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't be mimicking anybody else because that's not who you are. That's not who God has made you to be. And there's nobody in the earth that's like you.
Nobody.
That have the uniqueness that you have. God put a special design on you.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Come on. You about to get me started on here.
That word you was using, empowerment, that's a power word.
Yes.
That's a power word.
Oh, yeah.
Empowerment. Let's talk about that word, empowerment, prophetess. What comes to your mind when we say empowerment?
So empowerment, the first thing that comes to my mind is the power that is within us. And so when we know what the power we have within us, we're able to go and empower somebody else, pull them out of their darkness, pull them out of their lack, whatever their struggle with, but that we're empowered. Can you imagine like you being implanted with that power, and when it comes out, it's only God, and you don't have a choice but to be fired up and to be able to move for what God is calling you forth to do. So yes, I love the word empowerment, because you don't have no choice but to move. You don't have no choice but to move.
That's right.
Even look, God gives us a choice, but no, once you get empowerment, you're going to want to move. So that's going to be your choice. That's your only choice.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. It says that you've had the opportunity to impact the lives of many people with your story, and of overcoming multiple life traumas. Boy, that grabbed me when I read that. Mm-hmm. Many life trauma. You've been through a lot.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
You've been through a great deal in your life.
A lot. I was telling someone, I said, I don't think there's nothing I haven't been through, right? I really don't think there's nothing I haven't been through. So I've been through child molestation. I've been raped, abortions, rejection, abandonment, divorce, dealing with multiple men, very promiscuous. And so the list literally continues to go on, self-doubt, low self-esteem, didn't love myself, didn't know what love was, couldn't receive love. And so it's a lot, but God.
Well, Prophetess, we're going to pause right here. Mm-hmm. And let me say this to you. With all those different traumas that you just brought out, everyone need to hear this, because we have people sitting now as we speak, as we moving forward in this broadcast, have been through it, is going through it, don't know how to overcome it, stuck, oh my God, mental breakdowns.
Come on.
Okay, committing suicide. I mean, got suicide tendency because of what has happened to them.
Oh, yeah.
Thinking within themselves that they're no good to themselves or anybody else, that they're not wanted. And it's leaving them not trusting, and like you pointed out, not loving yourself, and not understanding the rejection and all of that. But see, and now I can relate to a lot of what you're just saying that you have pointed out, but I found out in the breakdown of all of that God had lined everything up for me.
Come on.
All that was working in my process. Let's talk about it. Come on, woman.
Come on. Romans 8:28. He used it all the past for our good, so that he can get the glory. So a lot of times, well, for me, I didn't understand why I had to go through this process.
Yeah.
Why am I suffering? What is really going on? But when I began to get to the inner man of these things, of what was going on, so I'm speaking on rejection. I didn't understand the rejection. So I started rejecting people because I didn't want to be the one that felt like I was getting rejected, right? And so God told me just this Monday, I was rejected. That rejection piece came in because my dad, he said he wanted a boy, but I ended up being a girl. So I was rejected even before I was even born. So in my mother's womb, that rejection was there. And so a lot of people, they don't understand when that baby is still in the womb and they're not getting that love and care that they need. That is a part of rejection. That's where it all begins, And so dealing with the rejection, I come to understand, guess what? God, he was rejected. So what makes me feel that I shouldn't have been rejected. And so rejection, God, he used it to keep people from me. He used it from me hurting somebody else. And so when I look at the word rejection, I began to thank God. Thank you, Jesus, for the rejection. Thank you for keeping me from being abused by certain men or being abused by certain women because God said, no, they can't be around you. And so pretty much God had me to be pretty much isolated all my life. I would have friends here and there, but he said, no, too many people can't be upon you because of who you are. And I was like, Jesus, but this is not fair. Everybody else got friends. What about me? And so finding myself in the closet playing with my doll babies, at a young age, because of course a kid don't understand that word rejection. And so just being rejected just made me even stronger, trusting God even more. So even though there's still maybe some still trust issues, because I'm still going through my process, right? Can only be honest, still going through the process of really how trusting people. But with rejection, we got to understand God was rejected. He keeps certain people away from us because we can end up anywhere if we don't really listen to what God is saying.
Okay, let me back you up just a little bit. When did you come to that place, woman of God? Because now I know you didn't know at the onset of this that you were being set up for what God had for you. But now I want to back it up and tell me where you were at during this period of time before you found out, okay, before the revelation came to you that it was a setup.
Oh.
Let's go back. Yeah, I want you to take us back, then bring us to where you are.
I was in the pit. I was in the pit. I was living in the pit, running from man to man, running the streets, drinking, clubbing, doing whatever it is that fed my flesh, because it was like, I don't care about anything. So it was like, many times women would say the man that he was the manipulator. No, I became the manipulator when it came to dealing with men, right? I just wanted to have sex with you and then I'll leave, to be honest, because it was like I was looking for love, but no, it was, you couldn't give me what I wanted. And I'm not going to allow you to leave me before I leave you, because I knew something was wrong with me because I didn't like myself, but I still continued to do the things that I did. I would walk around with this mean mug on my face, and I'm like, why do I always look so mean? Right. So I was in my teenagers, 19, 20. When I really realized that I really didn't like myself, but I still put my mask on. So when I leave from out my house, I'm putting my mask on. You couldn't tell me nothing, so and I knew I was broken because I suffered from low self-esteem.
Okay.
Yeah, but I would never tell you that. Right. I put my mask on when I was outside. I thought I was like the most beautiful thing in the world. I was literally, I think, about 230 pounds then. But I still, yes, ma'am. But you couldn't tell me nothing. And so, and I always wonder why my weight go up and down, why I go up and down. And 230 was the highest that I have gotten. And so it came to the point where I got tired of dealing with men, feeling like I can just do anything. There was a conviction that came over me. I didn't realize it was a conviction then, but it's like, why am I treating men this way? And why am I allowing men to treat me this way? Because I didn't understand my worth and my value because of what my dad had spoke over me at a young age. My dad, he told me that you're worthless. And he said another word, and I was like, oh, okay. And so that stuck in my head. When I say for many years, I think literally I didn't really begin to deal with that until I was like 35, 40, to understanding what was spoken over me. So I didn't think I was worth anything. I was settled on the jobs, just became, got into this comfort zone and didn't value myself. So it was like, if I didn't value myself, guess what? I'm attracting these men and even female friends who didn't value themselves. And so it was like, it came to the point where here I am always feeling like I'm that bigger person. But when I look at, but when I look at it, I'm like, they're not purpose pushers. we serve no purpose in each other's life. And so I just said, God, I'm tired. I'm tired of me. I'm tired of me.
How old were you at that time when you came to that place that you were tired now? You wanted a change. How old were you at that time?
So the real time when I said I'm tired, because I had said it throughout my life, but I still went back to the left.
Right.
But when I really said I'm tired, can I tell you, woman of God, it was in 2018.
Oh,
it was 2018. I said, God, I'm sick and tired of myself. I'm sick and tired of hurting. I'm sick and tired of walking around here with this attitude. When I leave out my door, I got the mask on, but when I go home, I'm somebody totally different. I didn't want to be that person. I did not want to be that person. And so I remember I was going to work one day. This was in November of 2018, going to work one day, crying out to God. I said, God, I'm tired of drinking. I'm tired of me, right? I said, you got to do something or take me out. And so I get to work, and there was an email from my church saying, we want you to join this class. It's called Sister to Sister. And what it does, it was the class was pretty much basically helping you to get to the root of the problem that she was facing.
Okay.
Because I would ask God, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Right. And so in this class, we would begin to do different topics. And so the one that stuck with me is mirror, mirror. When you look in this mirror, what do you really see? So I was looking at all the outer appearance. I was like, oh, I got a cute nose. Oh, I got pretty, lips. And so when I turned my homework in, she said, what is this? I said, this is what you asked for. She said, I need you to go deeper. I said, go deeper. She said, yes, look in that mirror and don't you turn out that mirror until you hear what God is saying and what you see in yourself. And so as I looked, I said, man, I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm stupid, I'm not wise. And I turned it in. She said, go deeper. What is God saying about you? And I lost it right then and there.
Wow.
God said, you are wonderfully and purposely made. You are chosen. You are my daughter. And so just that moment. So I'll be sitting here lying and saying if I didn't go, still have my moments of wavering back and forth.
Sure.
It's a process, right?
Yes.
It's a process. But are you willing to continue to go through that process? I didn't stop. I continued, even though I had failed, but I got back up. I fall, I get back up. I fall, I get back up. And I said, God, I thank you for your grace. I thank you for your mercy because you have chosen me. And as he told me in his word, Isaiah 55:11, his plans will not go void. So I had to sit back even this morning. I was like, God, forgive me if I have taken you for granted, for keep falling back, right? Keep doing the things that I know I shouldn't be doing. But, I was just going over my head of things, right? And so I just thank God for his mercy.
Yes. Let me tell you what's bad. What's bad is when you fall down and you don't get back up. Okay. All of us, as we going on this journey, as we moving forward, on this journey of ours, my sister, we're gonna fall. We're gonna fall. We're gonna make mistakes. Yes. But that's the kind of God we serve. He's a loving God. And see, what's missing is many know the authority side of God, but they don't know the loving and the grace of God. Yes. And don't understand that. They're looking at the God of judgment, because that's what's been pushed in so many of us, all these years, and to experience the love of God, the compassion of God, the kindness of God, and all of that, we can't identify with it.
Yeah, because and I kind of realized because we didn't love ourselves, so we can accept the love from God.
Exactly.
And people have to understand. Yeah, you have to be you will be convicted. You have to be convicted. You have to know what is affecting you so that you can change it, right? So a lot of times, so many people, they just want the positive side, it will be a positive side, but guess what? You got to change this. You got to stop fornicating. You got to stop drinking. You got to stop smoking. Whatever God is calling you to stop doing, that's what you need to stop doing, right? And you will begin to feel his love even in that. So a lot of times it's like, you can't tell me what to do. Look, I've been there. I've done it. I didn't want to hear the truth. I turned my eyes and I turned my nose up. You don't know me. Mind your business. They like, okay. But I remember it was one individual, he had pulled me to the side, and he was reading me, pretty much telling me how negative my attitude was and just snotty nose. I said, boy, you don't know me. And so I took it to God. I said, God, show me what this man talking about, because I didn't like not one word he said. He was like, you mean, you're snotty. If it ain't your way, it's no way. I said, am I like that, Jesus? Jesus said, yes, ma'am, you are. I said, oh, we got to fix this.
Right. Yeah.
We got to fix this. And so it was all in the process. But for a while, I heard what God said, but I was still in denial, because I still wanted things my way. Because let's take it back to the rejection piece.
Okay.
Because things didn't go my way. I had to be in control. You know what I'm saying? It was like, no, nobody will ever reject me again, until I came to the point to where, okay, I'm fine with you. Okay, I'm good. You can leave. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Because God, he's doing a new thing. He's doing a new thing. And he wants us to trust in him when he has to take these people away from us. And so, it took a while.
See, woman of God, it goes right back to that renewed mind. You had to have a renewed mind. How you saw yourself.
Yes.
Because I'm going back to that mirror, when you looked in that mirror, and when you really looked in that mirror to see Joyce, you know, who are you really, Joyce? Who are you really? Because you've been living a lie, and you bought into it.
Big lie.
Yeah, you bought into the lie.
Yes.
Like many of us did.
Yeah.
Yeah. You weren't in that boat by yourself. There's many passengers on that boat.
oh yeah. And they just got to be honest. And I like when you just spoke about the renewing of the mind. You have to work. You have to renew your mind every day. So a lot of people think that it's just going to fall out of the sky. No. You have to put in the work. Nobody can do it for you. So people can give you the tools, right? But what are you going to do? You have to take that empowerment that somebody else is giving you to encourage yourself.
Yes.
So that you can do the work. You can't expect somebody to do it for you, because I can give you everything A, B to C, but what are you doing? You're just sitting there and letting it sit to the left. No, there's work that you got to do. You got to encourage yourself.
Yes.
So because the empowerment, the power is already in you to do it. Exactly. So you just got to pick up your mats and do the work.
That's right. That's exactly right. And everything is by choice. See, you stood up and you said to yourself, you came to the realization that you needed to make a change until you had the wherewithal within you to see it in the way that God intended for you to see it. You would have never made the change, never made that choice to make that change, because you still would have been sitting, on your bourgeois saying, I'm okay, I'm all right. I got me. And I love me in spite of, and lying to yourself all the time. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Nothing but a lie. I'm just sitting here just looking back, of the lie. It was like, man, I pulled so much negative into my own self, right? Because a lot of times we want to put a blame on a person. No, because what we do, we take what they say and versus we just throwing it back off of us. So say if somebody did say, hey, you're fat or you ugly, we began to hold on to that, and all of a sudden it comes in our mind. So every time I can be like 165 and I'm looking in the mirror, what do I see? I still see this fat girl, because that's what I put in my head.
Exactly.
And so again, with that renewing of the mind, it's a must. It's a must. And it's a daily work. You got to talk to yourself. That's
right. Daily. When you get up in the morning, you need to start then, when your feet hit that floor.
Yes.
I declare and I decree I'm going to have a good day today. I'm creating my world. I'm creating my happiness. I'm not dependent on anyone for that.
That's right. Command it in the atmosphere. Command it.
Hello, I am Apostle Dr. Shirley Beckwith Mangum. Many of you have been inquiring about how to give the Real Talk Kingdom Ministries, and I want to thank each and every one of you for every Wednesday tuning in to the Now Network. With your inquiries, you can go to our website, Real Talk Kingdom Ministries, and that will help enable us to do the mission that God has called us to do. And I am thanking you in advance. To God be the glory for your donation.